Hello everyone, welcome back to another Guild Wars 2 video. This video I'm actually making because someone actually commented on my Unstoppable Dolyak Spellbreaker build, and they said they wanted to see an example of it in action. And so what I'm going to do is I'm here at a Heart of Thorns champion that I'm about to do. And this one, I remember this working on this champion, this particular champion, so we will have to try it again. And somebody said they wanted to see it work, so I will do that. So let's go ahead and, first of all, I have to eat this tropical peppermint cake. It's going to bring our health to almost 33,000. So let's go ahead and talk to it. And apparently the meta is going on right now, but I don't really care. So... and if you haven't seen that build, then feel free to go take a look at it. I'll probably put the link down in the description below. Boom. The key is getting stunned in this build and also blocking a lot of attacks, because when we block attacks, that's going to allow us to gain might, which is going to allow us to gain health. Okay, and this is gonna kind of hamper it because there are other people that are coming to join us. But as you can see, we're surviving pretty well. And I'm kind of disappointed that the people came here to join us, because that means that they're going to be doing a lot of the damage and potentially pulling the aggro away from me, whereas I need the aggro to be on me so that I can display how tanky I am. But, okay, boom. Okay, this person is down. I'm not going to revive him. I know it's a crappy thing, but... Okay, boom. Okay, just remember to use your CC skills when the break bar is allowing you to. And when you get a big stun on you, remember to use one of your stun breaks. Remember, you don't want to use the Dolyak Signet unless you absolutely have to, because when you have stability, it means that you are not you're not getting the opportunity to get stunned again. And if you don't get stunned, then you can't get that big, huge bonus toughness. So you definitely do not want to use it. And also, when you use your Dolyak Signet, you're giving up extra toughness that the actual Signet gives you. So in reality, you're not getting as high of a bonus as you could be getting, because you're actually giving up some toughness when you gain some. But Endure Pain and Featherfoot Grace, yeah, you definitely want to use that. Okay? Alright, so there you go. So it's done. So I've killed the champion. Now, this is with the help of 2 other people. Now, I hope that they will go away. I'm going to see if I can make them go away. Look at this. I got some of these. If I can make them go away and then potentially do this again, okay? Can I do this again? Yes, I can. Boom. Okay, it's not going to give me any extra reward. I'm just doing this purely just so you guys can see. Boom. I'm blocking attacks. Okay, Mace 2 is another block. Okay, boom. And let's do full counter. And I actually meant to break a stun with that Featherfoot Grace, but it didn't work out. Okay, you block, you do CC, and you do more CC, and you do more CC with the F1, and then another full counter, which then recharges the F1, which is more CC. Remember, CC is sort of like an offensive defense, as I like to call it. Boom, full counter, which recharges F1. The reason it's offensive defense is that when you CC someone, they can't attack you, okay? It's sort of like weakness. Weakness is another thing that I consider offensive defense, because... Now look at this. I'm actually going to switch to my hammer just so I can finish off that break bar. And the hammer is going to do a little bit more damage here. Boom. I'm trying to get more adrenaline here. Full counter, which was not triggered, actually, which surprised me. But let's inflict some weakness. And then we got another block here. Boom. And then some more CC. Boom. More and more and more CC. Let's block. Block lots of attacks. You get might. Look at this. We're sitting on 20 stacks of might. And you actually need that might, because this build does, like, no damage. So as you can see, I mean, we're almost 2 minutes in, and he's at 80% health. The goal is to get at least 10% per minute, because you have 10 minutes to do it. And it looks like we're well on schedule. So we should be able to solo this guy. And I think probably the person that commented on it probably didn't really think that it was possible to solo some Heart of Thorns champions with this build. But I'm proving that, you know, you can do it. You got tons and tons of health regeneration here. and it only serves to help you slay this guy and help keep your health topped off. And by the way, I did mention, I think, when I talked about the actual build itself, that there are a couple of variants, and that you can use Endure Pain if you want to, but you can also use Shake It Off instead, because it's also another stun break if you're going to be stunned more often, and it also removes conditions. So if you're going to be up against a lot of conditions, then you maybe want to take Shake It Off, or if you're going to be up against more and more stuns, then maybe you do want to take Shake It Off. But if you're just going to be, if you don't really know what you're going to be facing, then Endure Pain is usually a good option, because you do have resistance in the form of Healing Signet in emergencies, and you also have the benefit of Featherfoot Grace, because Featherfoot Grace is also going to give you resistance. Now, as you can see, we're definitely on schedule here. Boom, full counter. That's another bit of CC, and then more CC through here. And if things get really bad, then in emergencies, you do have Endure Pain. So just keep that in mind, okay? And probably, in this case, because I'm not even using Endure Pain, I don't even need to. This guy doesn't even do enough damage to me. Probably I would be better off taking Shake It Off, and that way I could at least use it sometimes to cleanse conditions. So, as you can see, this build, and see I got stunned right there, but then I've got a whole ton of extra toughness. Alright, so, and when I get that toughness, then I can very easily just resist a lot of this damage that's coming out toward me. Okay, make sure you use your CC off cooldown. And this is probably going to be a pretty short video, but although, well, I don't know, because we're actually killing this guy, and it's taking a lot of the timer, so I don't know. This could be a longer video than I anticipated, but still, usually shorter than what I usually make. And as you can see, I did actually get to use Endure Pain here, which is not something that's very common, because many times I just let Endure Pain sit there, and because I don't actually need it, but I actually wanted to break the stun there, and Featherfoot Grace was not available. So, boom, Featherfoot Grace, break the stun, get a whole bunch of extra toughness. Sometimes you can even use in the Mace 2. You can actually even use that for a bit of extra adrenaline if you don't need the block at that time. But boom, I did block that, and then let's use Dolyak Signet. Usually do not have to use that, but I did in this case, and that's totally fine. Sometimes you really do need to use Dolyak Signet, and it's perfectly fine. There's a reason why it's on your skill bar, but if you can avoid it, then it's best to. And now see, now my Featherfoot Grace is actually off cooldown, so if I need another stun break, then I can use Featherfoot Grace. And also, as well as Endure Pain is now off cooldown. So boom. Breaking out of stuns left and right. Boom, and let's do the shield bash as well. Full counter. Look, I'm not even good at using full counter, and this build just still absolutely, there's no issue killing this guy. He's at 8% health. Look at this, 6% health. So, and the reason why I did it again, by the way, is that those people joined me the first time, and I just wanted to demonstrate that, yes, it absolutely is possible to solo Heart of Thorns champions with this build. With really no issues. Like, there have been no emergencies in this situation. Like, I even have two guys beating on me this whole time, and no issues here. Boom, backbreaker, finish off the break bar, and I did it. So there you go. So, as you can see, the Dolyak Spellbreaker build is very, very capable, and I love playing this build because it is just so durable. Like, there is just no way to even die from it unless you're fighting something just insanely powerful that can stun you constantly to where it can run out all your stun breaks and everything like that, which is very, very rare. You know, things with unblockable attacks and things like that, and or if you're just fighting so many creatures that you actually can't block enough, which is a possibility. You know, it's happened to me a couple of times. Kind of bite off more than you can chew. But for the most part, this build is very, very capable, and it does enough damage. It doesn't do much damage at all, but it does some, and it doesn't need to do everything. It just needs to do enough, and that's what it does. So, that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to Shem for being my first patron, and if you want to be one of my patrons, then there will be a link to my Patreon down in the description below. Please also leave a like and subscribe if you found this build to be helpful, and if you like my demonstration of it. So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.